Hello, folks. Today is August 7th, and I've joined with a couple of sacred ladies, and we are gathering today just to discuss the bounteous season. Lughnasadh, the true Lughnasadh, I guess, or old Lammas, they call it, is actually August 7th of this year, of 2023. It's the exact midpoint between the summer solstice and the August equinox. That's the astrological midpoint. So, I mean, most of us have celebrated, if you do celebrate, on August 1st with the super blue moon, the sturgeon blue moon, but we're tapping into it once again because really it's a seasonal thing. So those first few fruits we're gonna kind of tap into, also connecting with this high power energy that is with us. Tomorrow is the peak energy of the Lionsgate portal, the 8-8 numerology and the significance of that. We're going to kind of tap into our inner sun. So just love for you to connect with us if you want, and there'll definitely be posted elsewhere at a later time. Just kind of, I actually pulled a card. It was kind of an intentional card, but I just did one shuffle and there it was from the Spirit Oracle, and it was reflecting my center of fire. Now, what a more perfect card for today. Absolutely. You know, the sun in Leo is all about dancing with our fire and our creativity, our expression, our passion, just all those things that Leo makes up. So I just thought that was a beautiful way to start our gathering. What do they tell us in here? I allow the element of fire to guide my journey from the solar plexus, dancing with the four elements that inhabit me. I mean, there's so much more to this, but I thought that was just such a beautiful thing, and we'll be connecting with that fire point, that fire, that solar plexus today, and bringing its energy really out, and connecting with us and the energy around us and our environment. So anyway, that's to begin. So I think I just want to, just take a little pause and kind of open the circle. I, of course, want to begin with fire. Yeah. I am Karen, daughter of the Rock River and the Mighty Oak, and I welcome you to this gathering today. Okay, and just going to let's breathe and settle in. And open up that circle. I always like to place my hand on my heart and my sacral chakra, just kind of connecting my feet to the earth and breathing in a little bit. Breathing in through my belly, all the way up to my heart, and then all the way back down to the earth. Just wanting to pick up the earth's heartbeat in the soles of my feet. Maybe you can sense that. Imagine that. Just opening the circle of all those that want to be here, of all those who want to connect into this wonderful energy, all this at this very auspicious time. Welcoming in the directions, south and summer, the west and autumn, the north and winter, the east and spring. Thanking our mother, Pachamama, for always being bounteous and graceful and gracious. And also connecting to Father Sky and all the grandfather Sun, grandmother Moon, thanking them for teaching us how to live together. And of course, coming back to our center, our heart space. Just breathing in a couple times and out. And just come back slowly whenever you're ready. We are connected and open. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that. Thank you.
Certainly. We have a longer one a little bit later on in our talk. So, ladies, did you celebrate? And there's so many ways to celebrate. I mean, there's Lammas, there's Lughnasadh, there's Lughnasadh. I mean, I've heard so many ways to pronounce this holiday that, what are you most comfortable with? Do you have a? I mean, Lammas is more of the Anglo-Saxon, the Christian holiday. Probably what, I don't know if that's what I'm most comfortable with, because I want to go back to my Celtic roots and say Lughnasadh and the deity, the sun god, Lu. So that's more of a tribal and warrior stance. I mean, I even have my anvil dust to put on some candles that I'm going to be, I haven't done it yet. I thought I'd do that later. So roll them in some, and that's kind of to strengthen my warrior powers. So what are you most comfortable with? I don't know what, or do you even celebrate this, honor this day?
To be quite honest, this is probably one of the feasts in the Wheel of the Year that I don't really feel connected to. So I always, it's like,
And it's really a lost feast. It really, a lot of people, I think, feel that way.
Yeah. I'm still not really sure why that is. It's strange.
Even I grew up in a Christian, we never celebrated Lammas or anything like that ever. I only came about it through my own tradition, not through anyone else's. So Elizabeth, how about?
Yes, likewise. Can you hear me all right?
Yes.
Good, sorry. I've always, in recent years, through my own spirituality, celebrated Lammas on the 1st day of August. But increasingly, I've become more aware of Lughnasadh and begun shifting towards that celebration. Very much so.
Yeah. So, and Lammas is considered, Lammas Lughnasadh is considered one of the 3 fall harvest festivals. And it's really a time of transition. I mean, I've even noticed here some of our corn is starting to dry, and that's really a little early. But they've taken down the wheat in the back behind me. I see it's really been wet here lately, so it's kind of weird. We've had we had drought, and it was just very strange. But I can see the shifting of the sun. It's longer, the nights are getting longer, the sun's going down sooner and rising later. So I can definitely see the shifting. So
I can also in the behavior of the birds, they're not so loud anymore.
Well, I've seen some of them stop feeding on certain things. So I've noticed that because I had, the Orioles have kind of gone and things like that. So I've noticed some of that. But it's really like the dog days of summer. July is really hot. It wasn't so hot here, but it's normally very hot. So things have changed. So this Lammas Lughnasadh is actually the little harvest, and it really comes in late summer at the very beginning of the harvest season. And it's just when we're beginning to reap the bounty of what we did so many months ago in spring. Now, have any of you discovered anything that you brought from spring to completion now? I mean, or any, did you put your heart out there, your dream out there, an aspiration out there that you can celebrate? Oh, it's maybe not completed, but do any of you notice any of that, any of those trends? Or
certainly in the spring, I reevaluated what I was, what I had the energy to do, and what I could manage with a more long-term illness. And in the spring, I decided to close my yoga classes that I teach and trust. Yeah, it's been both hard and also a relief to let go of something that I can't manage any longer. So in the spring, I made decisions to close my classes in late February and late June. And so I've seen that pass. And in the process of deciding to do that, I have trusted that in the autumn and in the closing of this year, fresh things will come in that I am available to manage and that I can manage. And so what has felt like a grief has actually been a relief to let go of, because it's been hard. It's been hard these last couple of years to manage. And I stand in faith, trusting that there will be new growth coming in from this harvest, from this time. Yeah.
that is beautiful.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah.
So, I mean, I think mine has been quite a bit more mundane than that. I don't know. More on the material, but not necessarily. Yeah, I think more on the material. I planned a beautiful garden space. Actually, that's been a year in the making in my mind, and all this research and everything, and most of it has come to pass. I mean, I've even created a little, drawing just to celebrate. I think I showed even to celebrate it, and its manifestation and all that it was about. So for me, just to put the energy to put it on paper was quite a bit for me, because I don't always see myself as that creative artist or anything like that, but this is proof that I am. This right here is proof that, oh my God, I can put it on paper. I can draw, I can do all that I visualize. It just doesn't have to be in my mind, and I am creative. So mine's been a little bit more mundane, but material, but I'm going to honor it.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And it's actually in my backyard. It's not complete, but it's very stunning and beautiful. So I am thrilled. And that will become a sacred space, a space that hopefully I can even just go out there and dream and connect with the moon and just throw my cards. I mean, listen to that. That's what, all that was about too. It was more, connecting with nature in my little sacred space. So
that's beautiful. That really is beautiful.
So
well, you're reaping the fruits.
Yes, I am. It's not complete, but mostly they'll be added to next year. So yes, I am definitely reaping that little harvest, those beginning fruits. I haven't really gotten out there and sat yet. So watering every day, doing all that stuff, trying to get it to the place where it's manageable. So, but yeah, so that's my little fruits. And actually, gosh, I feel like Boy, wasn't it almost in spring when we decided to just even try putting lives on and doing stuff like that?
Yes,
I mean, we had never done
exactly.
anything like that. Alexandra and I,
Yes.
and you know, hosted anything live online or done anything like that. So boy, I've seen tremendous, maybe not a lot of participation from the world, but I feel a lot.
We showed up. We showed up. We showed up
and we did it.
Yes, and yeah, so we're definitely reaping those fruits as well.
I think so. I definitely think so.
And all that we have learned now.
Yeah.
And that's so valuable. That really is, and I'm so grateful for it.
I mean, if you would have saw us at first, we were stumbling and fumbling, and it was kind of funny. I had to look up on Google, well, how do I do this? Yeah. Oh, so.
And you know, from those small beginnings, you know, your breadth of knowledge and your experience, and the fact that you both show up actually means people like me and others will show up, and it will grow. And there is always the clear growth, you know, from those small seeds, from those ideas, those dreams. They're in existence now, and they're growing on this earth.
Oh, beautiful. Yes. Yes.
Thanks. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. For me personally, I think, what did I plant this year? I think it's more of an ongoing personal quest over the past years now, really. But I feel that it's taking up momentum now, and yeah, I can say it's taking shape, and I'm liking the direction that it's going, and I'm definitely grateful for how it's showing up in my life.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's this time also is about you know, late summer. It's that luscious time where the scorching heat, really the heat is kind of mellowed a little. The nights and early mornings have began to cool. It's been getting cooler here anyway. And nature's kind of plump. Plump is a wonderful word. I love that. Plump with abundance and bounty. And it's I'm not really that fall type of person, but I don't know. I'm surprised because that's all during the watery season, and I am a lot of water, but I'm more that late spring, early summer. So, but I'm eager to see what's going to happen this year. So, you know, I of course created an altar. You guys, I don't know, do you create altars? I made this little you know what, I think last year or the year before I made this little it's my little corn silk doll, you know. And yesterday I made some baked some, not bread but scones. I'm gonna go pass these out, take these to the four corners of my property and break them up, crumble them up, and with intention today, I'll do that and ask for blessings for my home, you know, protection, blessings, bounty to come my way. So, you know, there's all those little things you can do for Lughnasadh.
Yeah.
And
I actually created an incense blend.
I was going to say you do wonderful incense, and what?
Yeah, and it was interesting because I have a little some cards I created. This is many years ago, just a set of the herbs and incense and everything that I have, and I pull them randomly.
Okay.
And I had such a wild concoction coming up. I thought, I don't know. I really don't know how this is going to work, but I ran with it, and it's running now, and it's just wow.
Wonderful, huh? May I ask what it is? So will you post the ingredients here? And I can
I
add
will.
them.
I will.
Okay.
There's quite a few of them, and what I
So I'll have you post them, maybe under, I'm gonna probably put the cards out and everything and the crystals, and maybe if you add your incense blend under.
I'll add the incense blend
Okay.
in the Facebook group, and
So
yeah,
tell me, do you use essential oils or actual herbs?
I use actual herbs.
Okay.
And yeah, so and then I did a little bit of research. My cards have information about the elements and what they're associated with, and it was a combination of earth and fire, and it's exactly where we are right now. It's that connecting again to that harvest time, that yeah, being grounded in nature, but also the fire energy of Leo, really celebrating that. So I was quite amazed how that came together, and I'll share the blend with you.
Oh, wonderful. How beautiful.
Yeah.
That is just so nice. Did you celebrate at all, Elizabeth?
I did. I did some meditations, and I'm just looking over my screen to my meditation table. I made some adjustments to my meditation table. Yeah. I've got candles lit as we began this evening's meeting. Yeah.
So now Sirius, that star, that rising star, it comes, let me see. The Lion Gates opens every year between July 26th and August 12th. Peak time though is tomorrow. But what it is, yeah, tomorrow at on August 8th, and it stays open through August 12th. And I guess it's the rising of Sirius. I have to read some of this because I don't know everything astrologically, but Sirius is the brightest star, the dog star in the sky, and it means that it will be visible. But I'm going to have to, David's got his telescope out. We were looking at the moon, so I'm going to have to go and see what I can see. It's it'll be visible above the eastern horizon just before sunrise. Oh, wow. So very early in the morning, I guess. Maybe for you guys, maybe differently, obviously. I don't know where you at, Elizabeth. I know where Alexander.
Yeah, I'm in England.
Okay, so
I'm not far
quite
from London.
Yeah, so I'm not quite certain when Sirius will be available to. It'll probably be the same,
around
but
midday.
yeah, yeah. So yeah, so it's a star of legends and known for bestowing wealth, honor, devotion, passion, and powerful creative talent. So Sirius in ancient Egypt, the rising of Sirius was directly associated with the rising of the Nile River. Well, isn't that interesting? Which would, of course, nourish the lands and the crops. And Lionsgate itself is, I think this was really, now what I was reading, it's only been the last, it's a more of a newer phenomenon that we are celebrating and honoring the Lionsgate. It might have been done years ago, but not, it certainly might have been done years ago. So it's a portal for accelerated ascension and major shifts on all levels. So, of course, we're always creating our own reality. So they say, I mean, but in our beliefs and everything like that, our collective beliefs, as well as our own genetic lineage beliefs fall into that. But they say when the gate opens, everything moves faster with intensified energy. And so the Lion's Gate, this infinity 8, the numerology around the 8-8, actually, that's the infinity sign in our DNA. It kind of is similar to the shape of our DNA, where we can access the continuous cycles within cycles is kind of what it is. So I'm sitting here going like this. So 8 embodies balance and equalization and across all realms. So do you know anything else about the number 8? I know in tarot, it's about balance and structures. And what is the number 8? Let me see. 7 is the Chariot. 8 is like the next. Here, I'm losing it. What is
Yeah,
number
I'm
8?
like, okay, 8.
I'm just
have-
taking a moment to look
It's
up.
strength. It's strength. Goodness me.
My
It's strength
goodness.
card. Of course it
It's
is.
with the lion. I mean, we
It
see,
is.
and you see that infinity sign and everything above that girl. I mean, the one I'm picturing is, it's a woman with a lion. Probably the Muse is the one I'm picturing in my head. I see the woman standing with the lion, but I mean, most of them have.
Yeah.
Is it a woman standing with a lion? Okay, even if, right or wait. So.
I'm just looking up in a numerology book that I use as about the number 8, and in numerology it's about achievement, vision, and opportunity. It goes on to say that when you sort of fall into the middle ground of 8, it's about efficiency, practicality, energy, ambition, self-confidence, and sustained effort.
Yeah. Especially if you look at the tarot as well with the minors, the 8s.
So now when
I think they're about building things up.
Yes.
And
Swift messages are the 8 of Wands.
yeah,
8 of Cups is that. It's also a shift in, isn't it also, I mean, I look at the 8 of Cups as the pilgrimage, the voyage, the moving away. And here it also says far-reaching ideas, willing to let go of things, tipping the scales that are out of balance. So just kind of that middle ground, it also is saying too. Now I know when Lammas, I'm shifting back for a moment, I'm sorry, because we're talking about tarot. Lammas, I think of the 7 of Wands, the 7 of Pentacles, and that person that had, that farmer or that who has sat there with his pentacles and watched, and that card reminds me of Lammas or Lughnasadh. So
it's attending to.
Right, attending to. Sorry, so I should have mentioned that before, but just as we were talking about the 8s and
so
next.
I if you relate it to the 7 of Pentacles, I definitely see that invitation to start appreciating the crops that is already growing. It might not be ready to harvest yet,
and that is true,
but
because many of the crops are just now starting, before the harvest time, or just now starting to done with their growth cycle, and
no, it's the ripening.
Yep. And the completion, going towards the completion. I know that. I tell you, I am pretty zucchini'd out. So I think I've figured out, let me see, I made zucchini cake, I made a zucchini casserole, zucchini fritters, zucchini salad with, I just cooked it in with my kale. It just, and I still have probably 10 zucchinis in there. I've given it away, and it's still growing. So it is a bountiful crop. So anyway, I got off track. I am so sorry. We were talking about Leo and the lion, and the radiance of the sun. So Leo is a fixed sign, and it infuses everything with resilient life force. Leo, the sun, it rules the heart. It teaches us to lead from the heart and motivate the heart and live from the heart. It's the ruling planet of the sun. Oh, its ruling planet is the sun, I'm sorry. And which is the center of our solar system, of course. Leo and the sun. I mean, we have a collection of lions. So stoneware lions and pottery lions. We have a collection of lions. So yeah, I always think of that when I'm in the Leo season. I can go in and kind of look at all the different shapes and everything and the colors and all that. So Leo, of course, is the god of light. The sun is the god of light, which faithfully rises every morning. And the Lion's Gate beckons us to enter a new dimension of living so that we can recognize our brilliance and the brilliance of everything. So actually, the Lion's Gate is here to pull us into divine alignment. I don't know, yeah. So that's the energy that we have access to at this time. How have you guys been feeling with this energy? Has it been powerful for you, or you just don't even notice it? Or, I mean, with, that full supermoon, woo, it was kind of dicey there for me a little bit, but.
Yeah, for me too. I found the full moon, I found the energy a bit chaotic, and I really struggled to find it a useful energy, I suppose, or an energy that I could not contain, but maybe apply. It just felt all over the place, and I felt all over the place. But certainly today, and I did a really deep meditation, a guided meditation that was all about Leo, the Lion's Gate, and Lughnasadh in this date rather than the 1st of August. And I found it incredibly empowering and settling. And I felt that the energy and the dynamism sat within me in a way that I feel will unfold in days to come.
Wonderful. Okay.
Yeah, it was really powerful this morning. I was blown away by it, really. Yeah.
So I have a meditation for us to connect to our inner sun. If you guys, or tell me what you would like to do first. Would you like to connect with some crystals and cards, or let's connect to the meditation and then do crystals and cards? Connect to the meditation?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's actually like a solar plexus, superpower to our solar plexus. We're going to connect in, and hold on, let me make sure I get to the right. So about this energy center, the solar plexus is like 3 finger widths above the belly button. That solar plexus of Manipura. It's also called Manipura. So it's like it encompasses the physical organs of the digestive system, the pancreas, large intestine. That's kind of the area. And the seed mantra for that is Ram, 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 R-A-M, for Lord Rama, Ram. So we're kind of just going to go through this meditation. We will chant briefly, and then we're going to be doing a little bit of breathing, visualization. And when I say visualization, if you don't see things very well, however you sense something. I don't really have a real good visual, but I sense things. I just know that I have a knowing. So however you do that, and then I'm just going to have you repeat some affirmations, either silently or aloud, however you choose. So we are just going to begin. So I'm probably going to mute you guys. Okay. Oh, so let's sit in a chair, feet flat on the floor, or actually however you're comfortable. Wherever you may be comfortable, just let's sit, settle, let go of any expectations, and let yourself settle into a place of calm. So I want you to bring your awareness to your breath. Notice the rise and fall of your chest, the natural breathing, rhythm of breathing. Let's just sit with our breath for a few moments. If you find your thoughts wandering, just gently bring them back to the breath. Thoughts are okay. Let them come. Welcome them. Just gently let them go by coming back to the breath. Now take 2 or 3 deep breaths. Notice your natural rhythm. And once you breathe in deep, first into your belly, and then into your chest, inhale as much as you can. Slowly begin to release the air, starting with your chest, then your belly, and do this for 2 more breaths. Now bring your awareness to the root of your being, to the base of the spine, to the space in front of the base of the spine. A tiny ball of red energy spins there. Sense this energy center as a red pin of light. Allow this light to grow and surround your body. Now move up a few inches to just below the navel, your sacral chakra, your creative center. An orange light spins there. It's the size of a pin. As you inhale, allow this orange light to grow to the size of a marble. And then even bigger to surround your body. Now let's move up to about 3 inches above the belly button. A tiny yellow light spins. This yellow light grows slowly. First to the size of a marble. Then it grows to the size of your hand. It surrounds your abdomen, expands out to your chest, your upper body, and finally surrounds your whole body. This is the light of your own self-motivation, the light of your destiny. This light symbolizes your desire to act upon your aspirations and fulfill them. From this light that surrounds your body, ribbons of light infuse your body. Fuses into the abdomen, a warm golden energy moves up through your throat, head, crown chakra. That golden light goes down through your lower body, your legs, knees, calves, down through your feet. This light now surrounds you and acts like a shield of confidence. Filaments of this light infuse your whole body with motivational energy. Feel your confidence rising, your desire to try new things. Feel your whole being rise to new challenges and overcome them. Now we're going to start breathing air into our belly so that we can get ready to chant. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale and chant Ram. Inhale and chant Ram. Inhale and chant Ram. 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 Feel the awareness in your solar plexus as you chant Ram. 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 The yellow light still surrounds you, and your solar plexus is absorbing this light and energizing. Ask you to repeat these affirmations either silently or aloud as I say them. I have great personal power. I respect and love my whole being. I stand up for what I believe. I shine brightest when I am my most authentic self. I am full of light and divine energy. I am enough. I have always been enough. I will always be enough. I am a powerful magnet for abundance and joy. I am aligned with my purpose. I can create positive change in my life. I am strong, confident, and capable. Now just breathe. Let those streams of that beautiful golden light weave in and around your abdomen, infuse you with confidence, motivational energy. Just breathe. Now, going to slowly bring your awareness back to your breath. And allow yourself to feel the in and out rhythm of the rise and fall of your breath. On your next inhale, just wiggle your fingers and toes if you wish. Gently shift your arms and legs. And when you're ready, open your eyes. Keeping first your focused inward. And then fully open your eyes and you're ready to return to the day. So, got that lion star, Sirius, activating our solar plexus and hoping to burn all away that sludge that was in there. So, yeah. Thank you, ladies. Here, let me turn on, unmute you. Oh, you go ahead and unmute you now. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Karen. That was beautiful.
Oh, thank you for being a part of it. Thank you. And that was, gosh, I modified it. It was, here I have it somewhere in my notes. Somewhere. The person that, I took my inspiration from, I'll find it in a moment. Maybe. So I will post it as to where I kind of got that. How's that? Because I don't know where it's at. Oh, so, geez. And I tell you, I was, I walked through my house and put that intention out there of what crystal is to come. And I tell you, the only one that kept popping for me is calcite, and the many, many, many wonderful colors of calcite. Calcite has that, always has that fire energy, always, regardless of what color it is in. And I cannot believe the only color of calcite that I don't have is blue. I couldn't believe that. But I will show you some of my calcite. I have this beautiful brown calcite. And I do have, brown calcite kind of is more connecting you to that, grounded energy. And it's called chocolate calcite. I love that. And it's more for the physical body. It really bathes the lower chakras and everything. It's beautiful. I just love this. It's really shiny, and I don't know if you can see that, But then we have, I have a red calcite, strawberry calcite, which is a beautiful earth, that blood color. It increases your energy and your willingness to experience life, actually. So that's kind of, it also is one of that grounding stones, but it has that fire energy. Even, so all calcite is that motivational, passionate, creative, but it, depending upon the color, it kind of shifts also and takes on, like here is your yellow calcite, which, what a perfect color, yellow, that solar plexus, that, and orange calcite. I have that orange calcite. So those two both have that fire energy more so. But then we also have the pink calcite, this beautiful pink you can't tell it. You probably can't see the pink too easily. But that also is a heart, a heart as well as a fire. So you're bringing in that element of emotion and, peaceful nurturing. And that is about the same with the green. So calcite in all its many glorious colors, expresses that fire energy of the season. I also have I don't have blue calcite. I can't believe I don't have blue calcite, which really helps you, the throat, and helps you to speak your truth. And, but I do have stellar being calcite. This one is more connected to your divine powers and the source. And so calcite is my stone for the season. And geez, it's pretty plentiful out there. You can find it almost anywhere, and it's pretty cheap. So if you, of course, you can always connect to a picture, of calcite and the color that you want to, where do you want to work in your body with calcite? Because I mostly don't subscribe to color according to the chakras, but there is some truth to some of that too. I know this, to me, when I look at this, it definitely feels more like the sacral and blood, and it's more of a substantial, grounded, heavier type of energy than this, and this is pink. So if I look at the stone, feel the energy feels different, and I would want to work with it in different places than I would. I'm always wanting you to find your own stone for the season, that, and whatever works, whatever you pick. Boy, I tell you, even this chocolate is just glorious. So I might want to root into, because we've been kind of rooting into the earth and planting and doing stuff like that. So in our little gardenscape. So that might be just the thing you need too. So calcite is my stone for the season. I didn't know if you picked a stone with your cards, Alexandra.
Yes, I did. I did. Mine is opal.
Now there are boulder opals, rock opals. There are all fire opals. I have there are so many different types of opals, and opals have that fire energy also. So, and some of them have water energy too. So a lot of stones combine. Opals are nice. Beautiful.
Yeah. So,
and what does it say about your opal?
It says love, loyalty, and peace.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I think I had a boulder opal, I think, that I wore for probably 5 years as a pendant. I did.
Yeah.
I don't wonder what happened to that glorious thing. I bet you it's in my jewelry somewhere. I bet. Huh.
Yeah, I like the affirmation. It says, I am abundant in love and faith.
Oh, gosh, how beautiful.
Yeah, it is.
It is beautiful. So I don't know if you have a specific crystal that you work with, Elizabeth, do you? Any?
I do work with crystals, you know, and I haven't drawn one for this season yet. I hadn't actually thought about it, but actually, like you, I would have been drawn to calcite, and I have a variety of calcite colours. And I would need to go away after this meeting and actually just to be back in touch with them and actually determine which colour to work with. Yeah.
I also was very drawn to citrine, though. You know, citrine is that.
Yes.
I have some fabulous citrine. So I have one huge one that sits on my altar always, you know. So yeah, that is a stone that I'm very, I probably should have brought a couple and I didn't.
I have a very tiny one here.
Oh, I have some. Citrine is a fabulous stone, that beautiful manifester.
One of my favorites.
Yes. So that was another one that I had up at the table. But since I had so many different calcites, I pulled it away. But that was my other choice, just for the season, you know, that fire and that solar plexus, just burning bright manifestation and, you know, coming to close. So, gosh, let's draw some cards, though.
Yes.
Let's draw some cards. So I am choosing, of course, the Lioness Oracle Tarot. I am working with lions today. And, you know, all that, I see all those abundant flowers on the back of, you know, the cards. They're just fabulous. So I am, and did you decide what deck you're going to pull out of? We're just I'm just going to pull a card for the collective.
Okay.
And did you want to pull a card for the collective or no?
No,
I was going to say, well, we have reflecting.
Yeah,
okay.
we have already
that
card.
Of fire. We got that one. And then I am going to pull another card for the collective, and we'll join together, all three of us, by ourselves, if that's good.
Yeah.
Okay. So I am surprised I didn't pull this earlier, because I usually don't like to do that to myself. I sometimes stumble over my my meanings when I'm put on the spot. Ooh, this one kind of jumped out. Oh, isn't that perfect? The star. David, the star. You know, you see that divine power. I mean, that's almost the star of Sirius and everything else. I mean, how perfect is that? You know, he has a third eye, that lightning streak, and the star energy, of course, the rose, and that almost looks like citrine there. I mean, I'm going to have to kind of peek and see real quick. The star is a major arcana. Star seed, so the message: star seed, star DNA, channeling, expansion, visionary, shining your inner light. Star seed, multidimensional perspective allows. The star shines brightly with inspiration from otherworldly realms. I mean, how perfect is that? That couldn't be any more perfect. Your imagination is limitless. Your creativity soars. So, yeah, still looks like I'm not sure. I don't know what that is. Looks like crystal to me. So, and David Bowie just might be guiding us today. You never know. So, I love that. That is just the most perfect. Oh, ladies, do we have anything else to add? We're going to close this segment out, and anything else to add? Do you want to share anything else for this auspicious time? I just want everyone to know that this is a season, so there's not one day. you know, that is, if you couldn't do it on the 1st, if you couldn't do it today, you know, whenever you can come together with any kind of sacred, that is what is important, honestly.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Karen.
And I want to thank you, thank you for being here. And we'll connect later. Thanks so much. I'm going to stop the recording. Maybe.